The modern film set is an engine of relentless logistical pressure. Thousands of dollars burn every minute. Scenes are shot out of sequence, and actors are expected to deliver complex emotional truths with almost zero rehearsal. This creates a paradox. The techniques most actors rely on were developed in a world where time was an abundant luxury. In the late 19th century, Konstantin Stanislavski developed a systematic approach to naturalistic acting for the Moscow Art Theater. His process relied on weeks of sitting at a table with the cast, dissecting given circumstances and objectives before the actors even stood up. Decades later, Lee Strasberg adapted these ideas into the American method. He trained actors to access deep affective memories, a process requiring intense concentration and extended periods of private preparation. Even Stella Adler, who focused on imagination over personal psychology, still demanded exhaustive sociological interpretation of the text to build a character's world. These foundational techniques assume a 6 to 8 week rehearsal runway. In the modern industry, that runway no longer exists. The compression of rehearsal time began with the rise of television. Daily and weekly broadcasts demanded immediate content, forcing performers to deliver a finished product in days rather than months. The quiet intimacy of a rehearsal inn was traded for a studio floor, where an actor must execute a vulnerable moment while 40 crew members adjust lights and check sound levels 3 feet from their face. Today, an actor might shoot the emotional climax of a film on their first day of work, deliver dialogue to a piece of tape instead of a scene partner, and memorize script rewrites while sitting in the makeup chair. Under this pressure, many actors abandon their training and default to survival instincts, simply reciting lines rather than engaging with the story. To thrive on a fast-paced set, prolonged emotional excavation must be replaced by rigorous, high-speed script analysis. Effective analysis begins by treating a script as a mechanical schematic rather than a piece of literature. Every scene is decoded through 3 nodes: the purpose, the job, and the choice. This framework is vital for under 5 roles, day players with fewer than 5 lines. In these roles, the actor has only a few seconds to establish a human reality. The common error for actors in these roles is attempting to play a profession. They try to act like a generic nurse or a generic cop, assuming the uniform dictates the behavior. People do not walk around acting like their jobs. Relying on a stereotype creates a caricature, which immediately pulls the audience out of the scene. Playing a stereotype indicates the actor hasn't identified how their character supports the broader structure of the narrative. Consider a case study from a soap opera script for a show called The Willow Tree Inn. The character is a waitress. Studying only her own dialogue, the actor has 2 sentences to work with. Ready to order yet? Oh, nice to see you again so soon. These 16 words provide no emotional or psychological context. There is no indication of the character's history or state of mind. To find an anchor, the actor must reverse engineer the dialogue of the lead characters in the surrounding scene. A micro-performance must be extracted from the surrounding narrative ecosystem. It cannot be built in isolation. The scene features a married couple, Corbin and Arlene. Corbin has brought Arlene to a secluded restaurant to repair their relationship, though he is already suspicious of her. When Corbin asks Arlene when she was last here, she claims she cannot remember. The dialogue provides the conflict, but the structural logic is often found in the metadata, the stage directions and camera shots. After the waitress welcomes Arlene back so soon, the writer includes a specific camera direction. Close-up, Arlene like a deer in headlights. Working backward from this camera cue reveals why the waitress's line exists. The purpose of the scene is to expose Arlene's lie and place her marriage in immediate jeopardy. Therefore, the actor's job is to serve as the mechanical trigger. She must deliver the information that forces Arlene into a panicked reaction. Without the waitress fulfilling this specific trigger mechanism, Arlene is never forced to reveal the lie that drives the scene's conflict. Once the job is defined, the actor formulates a specific choice to execute it. This choice must be textually valid. It cannot contradict the writer's metadata or the scene's purpose. In choice 1, the actor decides the waitress is a struggling performer who is desperate for cash. To justify recognizing Arlene, the actor invents a backstory where Arlene left a $50 tip earlier that week. This motivates overly attentive behavior to secure another payout. In choice 2, The actor decides the waitress is an exhausted employee forced to work a double shift. Here, Arlene was a terrible tipper earlier in the week. The waitress approaches the table with an edgy, aggressive demeanor, letting Arlene know she is remembered for her poor behavior. Both behaviors are vastly different, yet both successfully trap Arlene in her lie and serve the scene's purpose. Structural constraints actually provide the actor with internal freedom and multiple creative pathways. This mechanical deduction allows a performer to lock in a targeted performance in a fraction of the time required by traditional rehearsal processes. This analytical methodology scales. The same process used for 2 lines applies to a series lead preparing a 90-page feature. It allows the performer to navigate an environment where they have only one take to hit a mark, catch the light, and deliver the truth. It moves the actor away from waiting for inspiration or dredging up past traumas on demand. Treating the script as an objective schematic acts as a survival tool, guaranteeing a truthful performance regardless of the surrounding chaos.